Welcome back, my friends. Today we are taking a look at the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron, Darth Vader's TIE Advanced, from Jazwares. That's jazz, baby. In this great big clamshell here protecting the ship. This awesome piece on the side that's on all of these boxes here. Clippable blueprint on the back. And some action features shown off on the packaging along with this cross-sell. Slammin'! Whip, 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 whip. Whip, 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 whip. A whip, whip, whip lips! Right out of the package, this is Darth Vader's TIE Advanced. It is the advanced version of the standard TIE Fighter. It is the ship Darth Vader piloted, most notably at the end of A New Hope when he attempted to defend the Death Star from Luke Skywalker. Getting a little closer to this hog, you can see it's very similar to the standard TIE Fighter, just stretched out. We're all familiar with this design here, right? Really nicely sculpted line work all over the thing. However, no extra paint wash like the Razor Crest. Bulk of the paint is the black on these wings here that are cast in gray, just like everything else. Perhaps they just didn't want to break up that clean sort of Empire look. But maybe this was the paint budget, was all this black in here. It looks really good though. As good as about anything I've seen outside of, it looking like plastic. Just maybe move it back here a little bit. Nice window there. Some glossy black stripes on top of the hatch. And these little bits of red here underneath. Looks good. Looks good. Feels good in the hand, kind of light. Checking out the functionality of the thing, and for me, that's what sets these apart, and I hope that they know that, and that they don't skimp out. The smaller the ship, it seems like, the less that you get, or, the less that makes sense. So on the TIE Advanced here, of course, you get a little hatch for the pilot. Kind of have to pick that out here. And very simple. If one could see down inside there, you get a little seat. You get some nicely sculpted detail that is barely discernible. So that is really cool. Especially through the window there, you can hardly make out the pilot, especially when the TIE pilots or Vader himself are all black. But to aid in removal there, you have this button on the underside, kind of standard on these. This one is spring-loaded, which I enjoy, so that it doesn't fall in when you turn the ship over. But that'll aid you in popping the figure out. Hatch closes up with a little snap. Otherwise, wings, this is sort of a gimme on these ties. And then you get to scope extra level of detail and where they've hidden the gobbledygook. And they pull right off, and you can see this is actually part of the alignment when you put it back in there. Nice and sturdy. Gets you closer to just this funny little thing here. Also, though, this hinges upward. And you can see, presumably, some of the engine. Such things. And it pegs shut as well, so that there's no worry of it flapping all out of control. But otherwise, that's the extent of the functionality here. Not bad, not bad. For a real quick look at the size of the thing, it's about 2 1/4 inches, just sitting like such. If we stand it up on end, either end, pick an end, you come up to about 3 7/8. How about 13/16? Here he is next to the previously reviewed Razor Crest, as well as this funny Hot Wheels TIE Fighter. That is about in scale with these. Whatever this scale is, these suckers at Mattel would know, even if no one else wants to share that with us. I'll get back to you. Okay, how about here we are next to an X-Wing in package. Coming soon. Sick! And, here he is next to a stormtrooper. And coming in with that minifig love, the thing that killed Anakin Skywalker. Darth Vader. Tiny Sith cyborg. Who wouldn't want that? Get out of there. Look at this scary little son of a gun. It's a nice glossy black, and it looks like there's matte in there too. Some silver detail. Pretty well put together, I think. This cape, yeah, pops right off of there. Sculpted detail all over the back as well. Standard articulation, you're going to see arms and legs. They're built for sitting and stuff, or standing, you know, precariously. This is definitely a cool one to have. Here he is standing next to his advanced TIE fighter, and with some other figures from this line. I think they're doing a really great job with these. And my now obligatory Micro Machines comparisons. Man, if a guy could get a hold of a pack or two of those stormtroopers. And then here he is with a Black Series rocket trooper. Looking good, boys. Okay, I've actually had Vader here fall apart. I'd say it's just like glue, but it doesn't look like. I don't see residue. I bet it just pops back together, you know. Actually, yeah, there's like pegs. There's like internal pegs. I think this whole thing just pegs together. Oh, what a trip. So you can see the inner workings of it then. It's just got these two grooves for the hinges, the lower half. And then the arms here on its own upper bar. As I had theorized, the question is, can I put it together? I see it. I see how to do it, but can he fumble his way through? I think he's done it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, sick. So it looks like it's just pressure held together. It's just pegged together. So that's really neat, though, too. That means that, you know, they're less prone to break. They may just pop apart if you force it, which is probably what I did. Trying to jam him in the cockpit. You just pop that cape off, and boom, he seats right down inside of there. Don't push too hard or he might explode. But then you just close that hatch, and he is in there. Yeah, you can't really make him out. It's all black in there, but... The walls are getting all black! Yeah, secure. Little hatch. He's like in a little cell, you know. Oh, you push him down a little more. There we go. There we go. Get his head clear. Oh, if you look down there, you see I've kind of squished one arm in the seat. Who can see that? Pop it up. Move your arm out of there. It's like a little ant. Too cool. All in all, it's a pretty sick depiction of the TIE Advanced. I really wish it had a nice black paint wash in those cracks. It would be more in keeping with the rest of them, but it matches like the regular TIE Fighter because it also doesn't have that. Again, I don't know if they just used so much black on the wings. They didn't have that little bit extra, but that's kind of maybe they'll do it on a future release. We're still looking for a TIE Interceptor, you know, and there's various other TIE Silencer, you know what I mean, bombers. But people are gonna buy in, you know, a whole bunch like on the regular TIE Fighter at $12.99, and it would be really cool if it had that paint wash. Especially in the twin engine bay or whatever that is back there. But I think they scale relatively well together. I like the way it feels in hand. I wish it had more for action features. I'm not really sure what. It's got a few things. The obligatory hatch. I'm really digging these little 1-inch figures. It may be a little big for this, but how much smaller can you go with the figure and still have it be viable, you know? I like that their legs are like freely... You know, there's not like a stand glued to them and whatever, and it still seems to work. I wish Tiny Darth Vader had a lightsaber, but who wouldn't, right? You know that we'll get one. Still, would recommend this juicy hog. And overall, I'm really digging this Micro Galaxy line. I'm like, trying to review these things, trying to bring them to you guys right here. So I appreciate you showing love, and I'm here weekly, I'm here daily, doing my thing. Check me out on Insta, where I'm posting pictures as Toy Lips, and right here on this channel. I'll see you guys next time.